brother. Wake up.
Fellow humans, we ask, can we together deliver peace and healing to heart and mind?
Ulysses reheard the words being replayed.
And now I hit stop sharing, and I think at some point it all comes back.
There we go.
So we've got brand accoutrements tonight.
Yeah, I see this. Are you? Where's your mosquito net?
That is actually that's probably what it should actually be. Is that? So it's a little bit of a problem though, because like, I wanted to put these on, but it was like, oh wait, that didn't quite work. I'm like, what's this all about?
Oh, geez.
So then I was trying, like, while we were playing that, I was trying to do this, and that didn't work.
Oh yeah, I could. I could hear you fussing with your microphone during the audio. So I was.
Okay. All right. So, hey, for those of you tuning in, I know if this is your first time, I know you've probably never seen me without the hat before. So prepare for something really special. The glasses are gone.
Oh, man.
Huge moment on television. It's kind of like finding
YouTube,
out
not
that,
television, YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of like finding out that the whole season of Who Shot JR was nothing but a dream.
Or that the Dukes of Hazzard didn't really die in the last scene of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Wait, did somebody died in the last scene of Dukes of Hazzard?
Well, they made it look like it.
I don't even remember the Dukes of Hazzard thing. We may have to have a Udicci watch party and watch the last episode of the Dukes of Hazzard. So, hey, welcome. Anybody who's tuning in tonight, you're in for something. Each week, we can promise you're in for something. We can't exactly tell you what that is. We try to plan in advance, but, back in the day, this show was called Unscripted, so we just ran with it, and then it went to Unencrypted, and it was our hopes of maybe making things a little bit less cryptic about what's going on in the world and what's going on with blockchain and what's going on with our software. And each and every week we use this time for sort of our accountability and marketing. We share updates about what's going on with the software, what's going on in the blockchain, and then we talk about some other things. So tonight's episode is called Game On. Why? Well, here's the thing. I don't know, we can go back at the exact numbers, but I'm going to say about 45 days ago, we set a goal and we started kind of running toward it and, kind of stumbling, and a lot of life things came at us, and a lot of life things are still coming at us, and that's okay. And sometimes like the big ones come and hit you and their body blows and you just got to get back up. So that's tonight's theme, is get back up. And throughout the night, we're going to talk about what that means, of like how quickly we have to get back up. We're also going to talk about it on Ceox, where we will be getting into some of the cryptic games that we're talking about, but also look at the Buffalo Bills, and we'll be talking about Zach Moss and how his tweet there about you get back up, right? You fumble, but you score 2 touchdowns, and like there was something even more important to that one. And then we're ending the night with the Pirates, and we're talking DAO culture. DAO as in DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations, and some other things like that. So tonight's going to be kind of fun. We start with Unencrypted, and on Unencrypted tonight, we're going to be talking about testing. We're going to be talking about boards, and then we're doing a special segment called Theme is the Password. If you can figure out what that segment's going to be all about, I think that you'll be okay. Again, the clue is theme is the password. Now, normally I give Tim a softball, so I'm going to just move it over to Tim here to say hello for the night and ask Tim, when you hear about a segment called Theme is the Password, What do you think that means?
Theme is the password. Well, man, you know, let me see. Do I have audio? Okay, I've got audio. Just wanted to make sure. So theme is there's such a loaded word because, you know, as I'm considering it right now, it relates to the platform because of what I've been working on. You know, theme also could mean like a theme of an entire series or a theme of a direction. So sure.
Sure. And I was going to say that pretty much each week when people want to tune in, we'll send them the link and we'll let them know that the theme, the title for the week, the theme for the week, that's the password to get into video.
Yes, exactly.
So anybody who like is trying to get in tonight, the theme is Get Back Up. It's capital G, capital B, capital U, Get Back Up. If you want a link, either reach out to us on Signal. That's where we're trying to do things right now. You can find Udicci over on Signal, or you can hit us through Facebook. We'll still be there for a little while. But we might have some people join. Well, I know that we're going to have Sierra join at 8 o'clock tonight and a few others. And I probably do actually have to send out the
the
link to a couple of people. So I'm going to, while I do that, Tim, I'm going to just say, okay, go ahead. Your turn. Improvise.
Oh, well, thank you. So what is like, what was our theme for, or the name of the show tonight? It's, oh man, I closed down that window. So it was, Game On. That's right. Game On. So Game On, what does that mean? Well, we said we wanted to get to testing and we're kind of at testing right now. Game On means that we're ready to move. We are full scale, going hard to the basket. You know, when we play the game, we're both military guys, so we kind of go extreme and over the top and all that fun stuff. So that would be, I guess, my best ad lib until Chuck got back focused.
Okay, so that's great as far as I've got this weird thing. So, and for anybody else who, again, who might be tuning in, so I have a new studio. Like, it's all sorts of cool, and these things hanging behind me. Well, they're sort of temporary, but anyways, actually, here, let's see if I can do this. No, well, here, I'll give you an introduction to the studio, if possible. I wonder if I could bring my phone into video.
Yes, you can.
So we'll have some fun with that. Let's see here. We're going to kind of go here, and we're going
to go live production. Hold on a second.
We're going to go to Get Back Up.
There you go.
And the name is Shed Show. Shed Show. Okay. The password was incorrect. Okay, refresh and try again.
Oh boy, man, we gotta. I can't. Oh, as I'm doing background production, preparing for you, and you're on the phone. So yet again, we are the kings of riveting content.
Oh, we are. I mean, there is no doubt. If people haven't, like, I can't imagine anybody has tuned in yet, let alone tuned away.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think that we're really good on that side. Okay, so join room with, and I'm going to do that only while using the app, whatever. Yeah. So this will be kind of funny. I'm going to get this one going.
We're probably going to get a little bit of feedback.
Okay, and what I'll do is I'm actually going to turn this one off.
Should be able to hear me here now.
Yeah, it's a very muffled.
Oh, wait, I don't know if I can hear you as well, though.
It's very muffled.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's very muffled, though.
Okay, all right. You've got audio. I can't hear you, but that's okay. Show you the Shed Show. This is the exciting
wait, you're breaking up.
Of the House Broadmoor Media Studio. Hold on, wait. And we will walk in from the front. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, wait. Why isn't my
Reverse
camera?
Reverse the camera.
There it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, here it is. Walking in. to the meeting. I'm still working on the name of it. So we've got our nice little hangout. This is our boardroom. We've got our little axe throwing game. Got chairs, nice and comfy old chairs to hang out in. Got the TV up there ready to get playing. Got the wood stove. Got the kitchen, or whatever you want to pretend it's a kitchen. Where all the magic is done. All the magic is done right here in House Frogmore Studio X158. You know what any of that means? Oh, there's the studio. That's where all happens. All right, I'm gonna flip back to my other one.
All right. we got to unmute. Got to unmute it. Yep. There we go.
Riveting.
Beautiful.
In every way. I'll bet you, you were just, what's going on there?
Too funny.
Cool little shed studio.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, all sorts of potential in here. And it's just coming together. And I today just felt good saying we now have a fully working model.
Yeah.
Right? And people are like, well, what do you even mean by that? Well, we'll talk a little bit about software now. Let's get into testing. So I'm going to let Tim do an introduction to the testing and kind of talking about that. What we're really just doing is beginning to allow people to get their identities on the BSV blockchain using Udicci's hybrid cloud chain development platform. Okay, I hope you captured that one because I don't think I'll be able to say that one again. Hybrid cloud chain development platform. What do we mean by that? An economic development platform. What do we mean by that? Managing decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, and how do we do it? We put together a culture, and how do we do it? We do it now, or whatever those calls are. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight is testing, because we've just kind of flipped over to the chain version, if you will, of Udicci, which is pretty substantial because the rest of it falls right in line pretty quickly behind it, which is nice. So talk to us about what the claiming your identity is, Tim. Talk about what the end product is, like I always forget the name of the thing that I referenced it to. I can look that up kind of while you're giving a description, unless you remember it. But yeah, switch the camera to show you and talk to us. So
we are currently in testing, and so it's very important to point out that on the current domain name, the current sites is still the old platform. So we're still in testing. We haven't really gone to production with anything yet. So it's just you and I. But the initial release.
Oh, sorry, but hey, you can get on. You call me. Wow. I'll make it. I know a guy.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
Well,
we'll get you on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have to work through some of that stuff. So that's there's ways we can bring that in, but I think that we can definitely talk about if we want to have alpha test users on the test environment. So from that perspective, what we're looking for now is kind of the initial. We want to log in, just kind of get a little bit, a few more people using the platform, a few people kind of going through with it, and going through some of the different the different capabilities that will open up, and we've got a certain set of people that have already kind of committed to it. And we're going to be looking to test our onboarding process. We're going to be looking to really kind of identify the, to make sure that the transactions are going onto the blockchain correctly, that we're getting, we're getting good trackability from that. And then also just people logging into the system and adding more information to it. So that would be the best. From that perspective, I think that's the easiest way to explain all that.
Okay, so now we can have a little bit of fun, and what I will do is I'm going to log in
Who
to.
just joined us on?
Oh, I
Tori
don't know.
joined us.
Oh, Tori joined us. Tori, are you live? Are you there? Hello,
Hello?
Tori. Oh, it's a Tori.
Can you see me?
Not
I
yet.
can't yet. Yeah, have you come live?
I don't know. I don't know how to work this.
Well, you keep playing with that. I am working on something else right now, and we'll see if you can get in there. Tim, you
Okay.
want to guide her on?
Well, she is the biggest thing right now is she's just kind of in a darkened environment, so it's hard
Yeah.
to see her. So she needs a little light on her face. Once we get a little light on her face, I'll bring her into the.
Yeah, I look ugly, so I'll just watch.
Honey, you cannot look ugly. It's impossible. It is literally impossible
You know
for
what?
you to be
It's
ugly.
happening right
Well,
now.
let's put it this way. You're right. You could make a choice to be, but you would
Yeah.
never make that choice. You make choices of beautiful truth.
Wait, can other people hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
They can hear you. And I'm actually still just trying to fill some time. So why don't you and Tim chit chat for a second while I find what I'm looking for here?
Okay, hello. How are
Hi,
you?
good Tori. How are you? Well, it'd be better if
okay.
we could see. Would be better if we could see you, so people would know who we're talking to.
Oh, goodness.
goodness!
This could not happen right now. I didn't even put any makeup on today, guys.
Honey, I mean, I guess you've never really watched our riveting, yeah, our QR chimp ID thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
What
yeah.
are we talking about today?
Well, it's actually good that you asked. We were just about to explain sort of the first bit of testing that we're doing. And so basically, the first piece that what we've created is, I'll call it your virtual business card. All right. That's the easiest way to start thinking about what it is that we're talking about. But really it is it is a claim of your identity on the BSV blockchain. So you can go on, claim your identity, and then basically your identity is now an NFT, right? You are now an NFT, and you can kind of grow your blockchain world from there. But it's also even where people would be able to just go to your site, and for instance, and so we're going to be doing a little design work on some of this stuff. So just kind of flow with it. I'm going to share my screen again, and this time I'm just going to keep the what am I looking here? Entire screen. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to Udicci. And so this is my development. This is my sort of in test right now. And you'll see up here, I've got my little icon, right? My name, Chuck Levechi, Live Your Promise. This email, work like I can design. So this is your introduction card, right? I'm a marketplace evangelist calling out from the wilderness and the mountaintop. The kingdom aligns now. The ecclesia arises, right? So this is my little introduction to me, if you will. I can write whatever I want. We're having a little fun down there. And obviously these links go to my personal Facebook page and blah, 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 blah. Right. Pretty self-evident what this does. You can put a QR code to it, put it at, let people scan your QR code, come to your Udicci page, and hey, look at me. And they can engage with you if they want. Right. And if they engage, if they engage with you, that starts to look like this a little bit more so. Not everything right away, but I'll come into the backside here, and this is where we'll see that little design thing that I talked about earlier. So, all right. So after I've got through those little things here, you've got these things called social solutions, and social solutions can be pretty much anything. And when I say literally anything, other things like conversations, just random points that you want to keep for yourself or whatever you want to do here. But let me see here, as where I was trying to go here is well, we were just talking about the whole identity thing. You've got like your relationship manager. So let's just use this as a good example. All of your people that you talk to, you can kind of keep track of your conversations inside here. So those are all like bits that you can be added onto. We're not too worried about any of that right now. All we're really trying to focus on is this, right? And this is getting people to get out there and stake their claim, saying, this is who I am, and build who you want to be on the chain again. Leave the cloud behind, leave all of the crap behind, rebuild yourself the way you want to be built socially, share with who you want socially, and keep it all secure, all in your control. So you're not giving all of your information away to the world. You're in control of these pieces. You can share some things and people can still share. We can still got to be, aware of those kind of things, but we're moving people from the cloud to the blockchain with something as simple as a here's my business card, and from there people can just connect with you via your phone number, whatever else. So it's just the first instant thing is just your contact information, and it's put onto the blockchain. Then you have a blockchain, and from there you'll have access to all sorts of different social solutions. But the first one that we're putting out, the first social solution that will be kind of put out there, is this one, and we'll talk about, I can kind of show this. This is Generation Keeper, and Generation Keeper is a keeper of family stories. So you'll be just kind of be able to share stories, put some media on it, and again, create, bring in whoever it is that you want to bring in, and that again, save to the chain, save to the family. Family owns their media. All their media rights are involved therein. So that is testing. That kind of concludes our little testing segment for tonight. So let's begin here with stopping the sharing and ask Tori, what do you think about that?
I think it's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool, right? Like almost the coolest thing you've ever heard.
Oh, almost.
Okay. Don't worry. It gets more fun. It only gets better from here. And Tim, do you have anything to add to any of that menagerie of testing?
So one of the things I was going to say is, along the lines of getting your identity, probably we're going to, we do have some discussion as far as, how much UDCs, which we could talk about that potentially, that people would earn along the onboarding process. Wait, hold on.
Wait, you mean we forgot to talk money?
Yes, okay. Of course. But then we also have to, there's the other piece of it that, one of the things that I think we bring to the table that's very important is allowing people to be able to stake their claim of ownership of data through cryptocurrency transactions or blockchain transactions, being able to associate value with those transactions and then actually exchange that information for value. So that, if you want to kind of segue into where this is your world, that finances far better coming from the banking world. So,
Well, no, it's kind of fun. So like Tori, stay on through your 8 o'clock hour and you'll start to hear about the game, right? We're actually creating a game out of this, or more so we're creating a system to allow you to create a game. That's probably the more accurate way of saying what's ultimately going on. But you'll come to learn we're still working on some final little objectives there, but it's kind of fun. But we'll move on from testing to boards, and this will be kind of fun, Tim. Talking about what a board is, and let me get my really, really bad.
I got boards behind me, but
Huh?
I got boards behind me, but
Okay, let me take a look. What kind of boards you mean?
Well, I've got some flooring boards, and then I've got
there you go.
I've got some boards, like just little lumber pieces that were holding up my homemade studio in here. So I got some of that, but no, I've been working on social boards, and we've had a few boards
social
on the
boards.
We've had a few
social
boards on the
boards.
platform.
Yeah, we've got some boards. We've got boards,
Yeah.
and boards are going to be coming back pretty shortly. And I think that one of the first things we're going to do is make a new TV board. So, Tori, when I say to you, we're going to make a TV board, what do you think I mean? And more importantly, what would it mean to you if you heard somebody had made a TV board and wanted to give it to you?
I mean, I guess I don't really understand what you mean by TV board.
I understand that because we're just making it up. That's why I'm just asking you what would it mean if you had a TV board. But I'll give you an example of maybe what a board could do. And then maybe we can kind of decide from there is what type of boards or what might you do with. So a TV board will just be one type of board. And we are going to kind of work toward Udicci.TV. If you were actually watching this on Udicci.TV, you'd be seeing something different than what you're seeing right now on video. It'd be pretty close, but it's a little bit different the way that it streams out. So we have through Udicci.TV ability to do a lot more because we can sort of I don't know, control the software more versus
Produce
just
on the fly.
There you go. Yeah. So, so it's a little bit more fun. So let's just kind of go this one again. And let me, maybe just one of the tabs. This one. Nope. Was it this one? Okay. So I started playing with this, and you probably can't see it so well, but the one behind it.
Oh, hold on. You shared it in a different window.
Oh, sorry.
That's no. You're okay. I gotta catch up. I was expecting your window, so I had that one all set to go. Bear with me 1 minute. Let's see.
I should probably try to change the way I'm showing you guys this, but
well, I was gonna say that we have a little bit of work to do on our presentation stuff, but I've got some ideas.
Yeah. All right. So can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay. So on the left is from the voice. And this is like the game that you can kind of play with them. You can get in the game. You can kind of select their people, I guess, who are playing. I don't really understand the voices entirety what you're doing here, but you can kind of win different little prizes. You can see there's a leaderboard and there's some points. And my guess is it's kind of like you build a team or whatever that is. And so anyways, I saw this the other day. I was like, that's fun. That's a very fun social thing. So I started thinking about all right, so we need our onboard thing. Forget what this completely looks like on top because that's just a header up there. But I'm like, all right, so we've got a board. Now, what could a board be, right? You got your points that you're earning inside here, leadership. So ours is going to be very similar. And what could a board be? Well, tonight I had Denver chuck steak, right? We could literally get a board together to promote Denver chuck recipes. So you just bring people on who love Denver chuck and you just share with them about Denver chuck. Now, okay, would you really do that? Sure, why not? Because I can make a board about anything. I can
make it's kind of like a subreddit on Reddit.
There we go. That's like a nice way of looking at it.
Turn your camera on, Mommy. I
can't. Yeah, right. So you could look at it as like a subreddit, right? And you can sort of create any objective that you want for your board. Now, one of the obvious first ones that we're using it for is to actually help grow an internal economy, grow, as we keep calling it, our economic game. And that's where, where is my roll one here? Get on board gameplay. I think it's this one here. It's not that one. I should be a little bit more on these, but this is what we're trying to do, is to be flexible, to kind of explain what it is that we're trying to get done here and get more and more people on it. And we're, more specifically, we're going to talk about this with Sierra tonight, is the sort of the role play idea. That must be this one.
Sierra's coming on?
Yeah, so Sierra and I have like each week we have a segment. Well, there's the Ceox segment at 8:00, and we talk about economic games and gameplay. And the idea is trying to become your best. Like, how do you become better together? And we look at it through the Buffalo Bills and that kind of thing. Anyways, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the role or guide. There we go, the profile guide.
Okay, we can't see your screen either, though, Chuck. So
you cannot see my screen.
Nope, the only one we can see is the old list. That window, the original window.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, what do I have to do here? Come back for a second, change.
Yeah, you probably have to close that. Oh yeah. Oh, you just killed your
screen share and Chrome tab, and we'll come back to here. Okay, Tori, this can probably put a little bit more also what a board could mean, because truly, in every way, a board could be a board of directors for your business. A board could be any team in your organization that you want to work together with. All right, so Sierra is on here, and I am not properly. I'm having trouble with my screen sharing right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say you switched over to your other camera. There you go. Well, now you got something up there in your old window.
Right, okay. So
I don't know how. Oh, there's Sierra. I don't know how to get rid of the other.
Okay, so I'm not hearing any sound though.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any sound. I don't see your screen either, Chuck. I don't see the video.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to keep doing this. But we'll have to between Ceox and whatnot. I'll work on trying to fix what's going on here. I may have to shut down a couple things or something.
Yeah, I hung up your other screen just so you know.
All right, I'm going to just come back here to. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm back.
If you're trying to talk, you're muted. And Sierra, you're muted too.
Yes. Hi.
Hello.
Hi there.
Figure out if you can see us.
What's
can you see me?
Yep.
No.
I can't see you.
Hold on. I'm getting there. We got new guests. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So. Bear with me 1 second.
All right. So one of the things for tonight's show is, as we're saying, we're calling it Get Back Up, and I think that this week we've had a lot of get back ups, and I think the best one is something we're going to talk about on Ceox. Is I think it begins with Zach Moss and having to bury his aunt, and then kind of fumbling, and then coming back and having two touchdowns, and the idea of how quickly you have to get back up from getting down, right? And it's like to be a winner, to do your best, and you've got to get back up as quick as you can and kind of get back in the right mindset and the right heart and all that other thing as quickly as you can and leave it all behind. And you're going to kind of forget to do that on occasion, but when you remember, just get back up and do it again as quickly as possible. And we're still just waiting for Tim to do something.
If you look on your screen, you should see your daughter.
Okay, I see on my screen like a waving hand.
A waving hand.
I see my daughter. I don't see you.
No, I had to go off for a second. So
yeah, I'm not quite sure why.
There we go.
Yeah. See, so I see a split screen with a waving hand. So I'm going to check what our actual stream looks like right now. Because I don't know why I would see this kind of waving hand. Is it did I...
I don't know. Did somebody raise their hand?
Sierra, did you raise your hand? It's a waving hand. That much it's happening. And so... Okay, well, there is no waving hand, so we're good. So on the stream, we're just fine, and I have no idea what this is. I'm definitely having some sort of something over here tonight. Let's see. What is this? Got rid of it. There was this, icon that was flashing saying, press me to get rid of it, and I did, and it worked. Okay, that's not quite true. It's not inaccurate, though, either.
Look at this.
Okay, what's that? Okay, we've got 4 people. We've got 4 people, but only 2 audios. but they're
Yes.
muted.
Now
They're
Tori
muted.
needs to get on.
Okay, they're
How that you
muted.
guys can hear my voice.
So Tori,
You should turn the camera on.
So Tim, put up Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
Okay, so Tori,
on.
one of the things that we're gonna do as far as like once you're on an audience, so we'll have like an audience board, right? And an audience board member will be able to select an icon, and that icon will be able to be inserted on the stream. So the audience, like the audience that we're sort of talking to directly, not necessarily, let's call it the studio audience, because you're sitting here and we can bring you in. And then there's an audience who's listening right now that we can't bring in. They're watching out through Udicci.TV. So you're sort of in like the green room. You're in the you're in the production room, if you will. But you're not necessarily going to be coming on as a guest, but you are in the audience. So we need you represented as the audience. And hopefully at some point here, Tim's going to show you an Inspector Gadget thing. And this is our little representation of an audience member. So Inspector Gadget will be Tori. I guess, Tim, do we have an Inspector Gadget?
Oh, I'm going to be Inspector Gadget.
It's just the little one that we're using right now, and we've lost Tim's audio. And it looks to me like
I'm
Tim
here.
is like, yeah. Oh, you're there. Okay, yeah. Where's Inspector Gadget?
Okay, hold on. Just bear with me a second. I gotta stop.
Look, I've been like rambling for a good 2 minutes trying to get Inspector Gadget.
Well, I gotta get things out of the way. You gotta bear with me a second.
Wow. So this is what we're also working towards. So when we said earlier, we started the show and we talked about it being a working model. And what we mean by a working model is we can literally begin to demonstrate from beginning to end the entirety of what is called a community commerce business model. It's a decentralized autonomous organization built on entrepreneurial apprenticeship, where you can use media just like we're using it now for training, for personal development, for whatever, for support, for customer support, and you'll have the technological and data management infrastructure all behind you at the same time. So you'll have access to all of the data that you want, all of the media that you need to use, and you'll be able to kind of just create it on the fly. And yeah, so here comes Tori as Inspector Gadget. Hi, Tori. How are you?
Great.
I see you flying across the top of the pictures.
Yes, this is
Now trying to take over. Okay, there you go. Right in the middle. Tori is now right in the middle. Right, that's perfect.
Oh,
wait. She's flying away. She's flying away to social.
That was all for tonight, folks.
That was it. What a great show. Bravo. Great show. So yeah, Tori, you'll be able to
us, Tori.
yeah, you'll be able to have a little gadget like that and go from there. All right, so now that we've like rambled, I have to get back on topic. We had a very important topic for tonight. We're going to come back and talk about boards in just a second so that we can kind of figure out exactly what I mean when I say, hey, Tim, we've got to get the board interface created. And the first one's going to be for Udicci.TV, and it's going to be a TV board. And I'm hoping people are starting to get this. That means that we'll have people on it who are an audience and who are your guests, and you will have a little management tool like we just showed you on the voice application. And I'm talking to myself right now because I don't think Cheyenne nor Sierra actually can help with the UI development there. All right. So Tim is back.
Yes.
All right. So earlier, earlier I mentioned we were going to have a very important segment called Theme is the Segment. So what's happening weekly right now, we're still putting out a weekly link to get onto the show. So our audience members, our guests, we send you a link, you come onto the show, and there's a password. The password will be, until further notice, the theme of the show. So if the theme of the show is get back up, it will be get back up. And I guess if we want to really kind of keep it simple, we'll even capitalize the first letter that we'd use in each one of them. Something like that. And I just realized in this moment, I just realized in this moment that I've been looking at the wrong camera like all night.
Oh,
like all night.
Oh.
Yeah. I realize I've been looking at the wrong one.
You've been looking at your computer and not the actual camera that's got the light on it.
High quality production right there.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
we're
and
the,
Sierra,
we're the kings of it right now.
and here, Sierra, did you see this? Your favorite lamp. Just wanted to make sure you knew it was in the shot.
I saw
All
it.
right. All right. So Tim,
Yeah.
let's talk boards. Okay.
Boards.
And what is a board, and what is a TV board? So one of the first things I want to do is rebuild Udicci.TV in the new system, right? In the TypeScript system.
Yes.
So we're going to build a TV board. Okay.
Okay.
And the TV board is basically going to be kind of what we already have up there. And so we're going to use those things to define the boards. But my thought is, at this point, since we can do what we can basically call it like a 5-context board. Right?
5-context board.
It's a 5-context board.
Okay.
You were saying earlier now that your update to the API, you basically can go 5 levels deep or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So we can look at it in terms of a 5-context board. And that's like, okay, what do we want on a board? And it's like, get it in focus. There's no more than 5 things to keep it, an object in focus or something like that. So, yeah, I want to work on getting the TV board. And I think part of that TV board, though, is also like your channel builder will come into there. But that's where people are going to start adding. So add, just like I just did with the voice app there, is they would just add somebody, and that's really their way of inviting people to come onto Udicci and to join them, right? That's part of actually just going out and getting other people. And yes, you'll be compensated for that. Yes, you'll get UDCs when you're getting out there and saying, hey, come over here and join my board. And what is my board? It's the Denver Chuck. Right? It's like, are you seriously talking about Denver Chuck? Yeah, I absolutely love it. And all I need is like 9 to 12 people to rule the world and tell them about Denver Chuck. If I can get 12 people talking about Denver Chuck all day long, we are going to move a lot of marbled chuck steak with great flavor. And I'm telling you, tomorrow night, my Denver Chuck is going to be, yes. And by the way, as you move these, you can get compensated. And you can kind of decide what roles people are going to have on your board, and you can compensate by action, right? You can compensate by role. You can compensate however you want. Now, we're going to back it way up because that just means you can do it. We're going to back it way up and start saying, now, what are we going to do? We're going to have a lot more fun with that. So that's like on for tonight is we're going to start talking about that. Okay, what's the game that we're really playing right now? What are we playing as a team? What would our first board be if we're all on the same board right now? Because that would be a way of looking at this tonight, is that like there's actually 5 people on the board, currently 4, right? That there'd be, so we'd be looking at this as, we could be calling this a live board. So this is a board, and what are we trying to accomplish, and building objectives around that and starting to grow. Then I think we'll have a lot of fun wrapping all of that up with the pirates, because that's going to be some good information. Now, let's see here. That one. All right, so just watching for things, and it's 7:45. I have now everything on our unencrypted agenda, which was vast tonight.
Well, listen,
but let's do this. Let's take some. Oh, go ahead.
One of the things that I'm going to say is the amount of work that goes into producing a 1-hour episode, nonetheless 2 to 3, is or at least trying is definitely, there's a lot there. And to kind of go back to boards for a minute, I think that one of the things that we've set out early on in our direction with Udicci was to actually create a social platform in a way that people could interact differently than what they're used to. So not like, Facebook was just social media, stuff like that, but more with a purpose and with more intent. And then I think that in order for a system to like that to be valuable, putting cryptocurrency behind it is what really starts to bring the social model, data ownership, and a platform with a purpose, really to where we provide value in ways that other platforms really aren't providing yet. And I think we're still pretty early on to this.
Very early.
To this fight, and we've been developing this for 10 years. To me, we couldn't have been any better positioned than what we are right now, especially with the new development that I'm finishing up right now. It's been, the system is night and day compared to what it, just what we're using right now on version 1, quote unquote version 1, and going to TSX has been a big, huge step forward. But like you said, if we start building the Udicci boards and start building them with more purpose and actually start to allow people to exchange, I think it becomes a very good platform for people to understand and learn more about cryptocurrency, more about exchange on blockchain, and where the value really comes into play with blockchain and cryptocurrency.
And I'm just going to bounce off that as a fun thing again, because we throw things at you guys, and there's a lot, but that's technology, right? When you have a platform designed, I mean, back in the day, we said it's a platform to design platforms, but realistically, what it is, it's a platform to manage decentralized organizations. Good luck thinking through all that involves, and we're trying to make it as simple as possible, but it's kind of fun when we think. So come back to like Generation Keeper, right? So on Generation Keeper, you'd have boards. You're going to have a Generation Keeper board, and that's like where I said I think I came up with a name for Cheyenne. Oh shoot, I have a name for her role. I can't remember what it was. I think I told Sierra about it. I don't remember, but it's called like Mama Bear. And she's responsible for ensuring that the Generation Keeper board has regular inputs, right? So that the family is sufficiently adding stories and media to the family Generation Keeper board, right? So there's an example of a board and a role that could be put on there. And she could sit up there and say, okay, now I'm going to pay everybody 50 UDC for posting something, and whoever posts it in the next hour gets an additional 50 UDC. So you can kind of like gamify your family's social story building.
Or even a chore board where you have the people that take the chore off of the board, they get paid for the chore, and that's how you're actually getting paid your allowances now.
That sounds laborious. Get it, like sure.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Yep. Bad jokes, all a part of life. You're always there. So yeah, let's. What I want to do here is get ready for Ceox at 8:00, and we haven't taken any breaks. I'm going to run and take a quick break, and we'll come back on at Ceox. And we'll begin talking more about the games. We'll be talking about Josh Allen and the idea that you've got to get back up. You've got to let the last play go and get into the game now. You stop thinking. It's like you see the game, get in the game now, play the game that's being played now. And every time we allow ourselves to stay down any longer than we need to, we start to miss the now, and we start allowing other kind of junk to build on us, and we want to shake all of that up and just kind of get back up now, just as quickly as you can. And maybe, Tori, if you're available, Tori, would you like to kind of close out our last minute or so talking about getting back up now?
No.
You're such a willing participant. Thank you, Tori.
All right. So just know in the 8:00 hour, your sister will be talking about it, at which point we will fully expect a dissertation of no less than 90 minutes on getting back up now. And here's the thing for anybody who's looking. Tori's my daughter. I know if we challenge her to talk for 90 minutes, she can achieve it. All right, so we're going to go to break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, 9 minutes now, with Ceox.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You staying on?